Hey everyone, I know it's been a long time no see. I'm kind of in a new setup. I'm still in my room, but I've been trying to rearrange my room a little, so been a little bit preoccupied with that. Sorry for the lack of videos, but I really miss you guys, and I'm so excited about what's going on behind me. It's still kind of a mess back there, and I'm still reorganizing things, but I'm just excited because I love how my room looks so much more now. But maybe one day I'll do a room tour once everything is finished. Anyways, on to this video. I wanted to show you guys how to apply blush. I can't believe I've never done a how to apply blush video before. I'm going to cover cream blushes and powder blushes, and this is a Sigma video, so we're going to be highlighting some Sigma brushes that I adore and work really well for applying blush. So stay tuned. And yes, there will be a giveaway towards the end, so stay tuned for that too. So let's start with cream blushes. I generally like to apply them right after I've done my foundation and concealer and before I've set my face with any powders. So we're going to use a really bright pink blush. This is Hot Pink by NYX. One of the type of brushes that I do like to use with cream blushes would be these duo fiber brushes. As you can see, I have the little one and the larger one. For such a bright color, I'm going to use the little one today so that we can be a little bit more precise with where we're applying it. We're just going to lightly dab it in. And then before I even place this on my cheek, I'm actually going to dab some right off onto my hand. Just pretty much that excess that's really going to be like dark and spotty. And then I always like to start more in the center, and by center, okay, this is the area that I'll be applying the blush, right? By the center, I mean like right in this area. I don't always like to go right here, and you definitely don't want to go right here because then you'll deposit too much color there. And unless you want most of your color there, you know, you can start back here, but I like to go more towards the center here. So I'm just going to very gently just start to deposit the color onto my cheek, and then just blend that in. Kind of pull some back and then pull whatever you have remaining forward, and that way you don't have way too much blush right up here. Just going to do one more layer so you can see it a little better. Okay, just like that. And if you kind of want more of that cute look, then bring more towards like the apples right here. The other kind of brush that I like to use for cream blushes would be this one. This is what's so fantastic about the Sigma Precision brushes. So dense, and because it's small like this, it pretty much mimics your fingers. So if you can imagine using your fingers to apply the cream blush, it's kind of like the similar idea because these brushes do a great job at buffing out color. So if you're using something like this and such a bright or darker color that you want to make sure you buff out, these brushes are great for that. So I'm just going to pretty much do the same thing again. Dab in, dab some right off onto the hand. And then once again, I'm going to start in the center area again. Just right here. And then you could even like just kind of dab where you want the color to be before you buff it out. But this will deposit more color because it is a denser brush. But at the same time, I love this brush because you really can just buff it out. Spreading it out more towards the apple of the cheek, and then blending it back. Now if you're wondering what to do from here, you could definitely just set your face with a powder if you don't want to change up the color of the cream blush too much, because sometimes I'll use like a colored powder, you know, something that'll actually kind of warm it up a little. You could just use something that's more translucent, such as this like blot powder. Translucent powder isn't going to mess with the color. In fact, it's probably just going to tone it down a little. So if I'm just going to be wearing powder blush and no cream blush underneath, you can certainly layer them if you want to, but if I'm just going to be doing the powder blush by itself, then I would apply my foundation, and then I would make sure to set my foundation and everything first so that, you know, you don't have like blush sticking onto your foundation. So once you set your foundation, it's going to be much easier to blend your blush on top of it. So I'm just taking my blot powder and grabbing my kabuki, which I usually like to keep in my purse just for touch-ups, and I'm just going to set this area that I just applied some fresh foundation on. I like to apply my bronzer first before I do my blush, so I'm just going to do that real quick. Just grabbing the tapered face brush along with my bronzer, and definitely feel free to check out my other video on how to apply bronzer. So as you can see, this alone will bring some color to the cheeks, and I love how blush looks blended into it. But you can apply blush without the bronzer. I just like to apply bronzer because it really just brings like some life back into your face. Okay, now I'm going to show two different ways I would apply blush with a brush. Let's grab the larger duo fiber brush this time, and we're going to use this kind of like burnt type of rusty peachy color. This is NYX's Mocha, and I'm just going to lightly dab it in. And then just apply a light layer of that. Very similar to how I used with the cream blush. I've just put a really light layer of that. I'll go ahead and do the same thing on this side once again. And that just warms up the cheeks really, really nicely. But my all-time favorite powder blush brush would have to be this one, the large angled contour brush. You can use this to contour your cheeks if you want to. I specifically really love to use this for powder blush. And I'm going to use this one. This is kind of like a really cute pink blush that I've been obsessed with. This is MAC's Pink Swoon. And I'm just going to dab it in a few times. Since that isn't as dark of a blush color, but if you want to just ever be sure that you're not going to get too much on your cheek, just dab it on your wrist or hand. Just do the same exact thing. Just apply this to the center right here, then bring it back, and then whatever's remaining, bring that more to the front, like the apples of the cheeks here. I just kind of like to use different brushes for different types of blush colors or textures. And it really, I mean, there's no right or wrong way. It's just however you like to. So that is pretty much how I like to apply blush. A few different ways, a few different brushes. I hope that you guys found that helpful in any way. And let's move on to the giveaway. So as usual, each month we have the $500 giveaway. So 5 of you will have the chance to win a $100 gift certificate. And all you have to do is just comment down below mentioning Sigma in some way. If you don't mention Sigma, then it could just be any comment and I'll know that you're not entering, but just include Sigma somehow into your comment and leave whatever other comments you like to, because I love to read them and I appreciate your comments and thumbs up and everything a lot. And I'm also going to include in this giveaway a Paris palette, the one that I was involved with, and along with that is this Sigma limited edition travel kit, the Paris one with the red handles. It's like a mini travel kit, and I just thought it made sense to pair these two together, Paris and Paris. So this would be an exciting thing to win, and if you'd like to be included in, you know, kind of like entering the raffle to win this, all you have to do is include Paris in your comment. I know it might seem like a lot to remember, but if you want a chance to win one of the gift certificates to shop on their site, which would be $100, 5 of you will be getting that, then just include Sigma in your comment, and then if you also would like a chance to win this, then include Paris in your comment. And just so that we can have more winners, I'll have it so that it's 6 winners total, and good luck! I'm really excited about this because about a year ago around this time, I was in Paris, so I thought how appropriate to give this away. And I can't believe I'm even giving this away because I don't have one of my own, but I have plenty of brushes and I want you guys to win some stuff. So love you, good luck. The giveaway will go on until this time and date. I think I'm gonna keep this giveaway really short this time. If you follow me on Facebook and Twitter, I usually mention when there's a giveaway. Even if the giveaway isn't in the title, I will tell you that there's a giveaway included in the video. So thank you to those of you who are already following me on there. Definitely good luck, and also follow me on Instagram because I love Instagram, where I just post random daily pictures from my life. So thank you so much for watching once again. Thank you again to Sigma as usual, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.